dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky. This is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning, I'm Keaton Hall. The time is 4:59 in the morning. Let's toss it over to Brandon Robinson for our first look at the weather.
Keaton Hall in for the under the weather Dakota Makers this morning, but we're going to continue to kind of see how things are going to play out as we head toward the afternoon hours. Should be a very nice day again today. Let's take a look, see what's going on as we head through the I-75 corridor down at London this morning. Traffic not too bad, conditions not too bad. Now, we were watching some model data yesterday that was trying to show that area out to the west might even see a little bit of rain. You'll probably still see it this morning, but here's the thing, there's no clouds. You got to have clouds to have rain. So again, we're going to continue to watch that for us. Mild this morning, and you'll notice the temperature map looks a little bit different. That's because I found out yesterday that we had found some more sensors to add to it. So 57 in Pikeville this morning, 57 in Manchester. Welcome to you all. 43 in Clintwood, 56 in Middlesboro this morning, 60 in Irvin, and 52 in Williamson. So some new sensors out there statewide. We're in the 60s and even 70s out there this morning already. Never did really cool down a whole lot overnight. It got pretty warm yesterday for sure. Breakfast forecast, I do believe we'll head up quickly again today. 56, give or take a degree or two right now, and we'll head into the low 80s once again today. Keaton?
Thanks, Brandon. A former Knott County judge executive has died. Homer Sawyer died last week in his home in Hindman. He was a U.S. Army veteran, a member of the Masons, and served as judge executive for 13 years. His funeral was held Monday at Montgomery Baptist Church. Homer Sawyer was 81. We're just less than 1 week away from Kentucky's primary election. Perry County Clerk Wayne Napier says the county has 4 county-wide voting centers, along with its regular precincts. He says his office is ready to handle the election, but encourages you to vote early if you can. The county also has new voting machines to cast your ballot easier.
We've had some people come in, and we've had a lot of the people that's working the precincts come in and practice them. And they're simple. They're actually better than the old ones.
The county clerk says he encourages everyone to use their right to vote and make their choices heard. Looking into future races, yesterday Kentucky Commissioner of Agriculture Dr. Ryan Quarles rolled out a former launch video and heightened social media presence in preparation for the 2023 Kentucky State Governor's race. The video and social media launch comes as the 38-year-old is in his second term as Commissioner of the Kentucky Department of Agriculture. State Auditor Mike Harmon is also running for governor on the Republican side. 2 incumbents went head-to-head for a congressional district seat yesterday in West Virginia's primary election. After a population decrease reported by the 2020 census, the state lost one of its congressional seats in the House of Representatives, which caused 3 districts to be consolidated into 2. The change resulted in Republican Congressman David McKinley and Alex Mooney facing off today in the primary election. The Associated Press called the race in favor of Mooney earlier this evening. He was endorsed by former President Donald Trump.
This pitch competition is meant for-profit entities, business ideas that can come and make money and reinvest back in communities to create jobs, to hire folks. That's what this pitch competition is meant to do, and it's really at its highest level meant to find that next big idea across Appalachia.
And that shot was from the Appalachian Pitch Contest, because back here in the Commonwealth, the 3rd annual Startup Appalachian Pitch Competition is on the books for June, but there's still time to sign up. SOAR's Business Starter Competition invites applications from startups from any Appalachian County in the Commonwealth searching for the next innovative business to receive a grand prize to help plant the seeds of success, with first prize taking home $10,000, second taking $3,500, and third place winning $1,500. SOAR Executive Director Colby Hall says it was a good way to invest in local ideas.
This pitch competition is meant for-profit entities, business ideas that can come and make money and reinvest back in communities to create jobs, to hire folks. That's what this pitch competition is meant to do, and it's really at its highest level meant to find that next big idea across Appalachia.
Applications for the competition are available on the SOAR website. Those close Friday. This year's event will be held here in Hazard during the Focus Summit at HCTC. Volunteers of America and Aetna Better Health of Kentucky representatives presented checks to 2 local schools for having the highest participation in a community health and wellness fair in April. Paces Creek Elementary School Principal James Gray accepted the $3,000 check Tuesday morning, and representatives presented a second $3,000 check to Clay County High School student Taylor Messer and Principal Mike Gregory. Yesterday was Kentucky Gives Day, a day where Kentuckians come together to make donations to Kentucky charities in an effort to raise as much money as possible in 24 hours. Several Eastern Kentucky nonprofits accepted donations, including Apple Red Legal Aid. It provides free legal services in civil cases to low-income folks and other vulnerable populations.
We help victims of domestic violence with protective orders. We help with divorce. We help with custody. In the housing area, we help folks with evictions and foreclosures. In public benefits, we help folks with Social Security and SSI.
We've got the total for Kentucky Gives Day, which ended at midnight. In total, Kentuckians donated more than $725,000 to 223 nonprofits across the Commonwealth. Among some of the charities in our region, God's Pantry and Food Bank raised more than $63,000. Redbird Mission and Clinic raised about $14,500, and Apple Red received just more than $1,300. And the Foundation for Appalachian Kentucky raised $935. A celebration was held in Johnson County yesterday as Paintsville Lake is opening to more people in the community. The Casting for Kids boardwalk and kayak launch will soon be constructed near the lake's boat ramp. The project, which plans to provide a ADA compliant structure with wheelchair capabilities, will let everyone be part of the outdoor fun, no matter their abilities or mobility conditions. Co-founder Chris Ferguson says this advancement is only possible because of community support.
The people on this community are special because they have inspired the backing and the support of anything we've needed. They're special people that live here in Eastern Kentucky in these mountains. I said it before, we may not have the biggest lakes, but we have the biggest heart.
County representatives will use grant funding for the project, which is expected to enter the bidding process soon and be complete by this time next year.